If your team is already pasting information into ChatGPT to clean up notes, or summarize long email threads, or rewrite descriptions, you already have an AI workflow. It's just not governed. And for most growing businesses, that's the real problem with AI today. Not capability, not speed, not imagination, governance. AI is quietly showing up in everyday work. Someone pastes an invoice comment into a chatbot to make it sound cleaner. A controller asks AI to summarize a messy history before close. A project manager uses it to draft a status update. The intent is reasonable. The efficiency gains are real. But all of that work is happening outside your ERP, outside your controls, outside audit trails, outside any repeatable process. That's the gap Acumatica AI Studio is designed to address. Acumatica AI Studio is a low-code, no-code framework that allows AI actions to run inside Acumatica ERP directly from the screens your team already uses. Instead of copying data out to a public tool and pasting results back in, AI Studio lets you trigger AI from within a specific record with defined rules, clear context, and optional human review. That distinction matters. Here's how it works, at a high level. An AI action always starts inside the ERP. A user clicks a button or runs an action from a record they already have access to. AI Studio automatically gathers the relevant context from that record, and only that context. The request is sent through a controlled gateway to an approved AI provider. When the AI returns a response, you decide what happens next. You can require review. You can route results to a draft field. Or you can block write back entirely. Nothing happens automatically unless you configure it that way. And every action follows the same path, every time. That's the difference between AI help and governed automation. Now let's talk about what this is actually good for. AI Studio shines in high-volume, low-risk work. Things your team already does constantly. Generating clearer notes and descriptions. Summarizing long record histories. Standardizing documentation across users. Catching unusual patterns earlier in a process. The benefit isn't flash. It's fewer interruptions, cleaner data, less rework, and fewer late surprises, especially for lean teams. Just as important is what AI Studio is not. It is not autonomous AI running your ERP. It does not replace judgment, and it does not eliminate the need for good prompts. Output quality still depends on how clearly instructions are defined. AI Studio is intentionally assistive, with people kept in the loop. That's by design. If you're evaluating Acumatica, here are 3 practical questions to ask when AI Studio comes up. First, where does the AI action start and stop? You want to see that actions begin inside a specific screen, are user-initiated, and follow a predictable flow. Second, what data is actually being sent out? Good governance means clear boundaries. Only the fields you define. Only the context required. Nothing more. Third, what's the cost and provider reality? AI Studio itself is part of the platform's roadmap, and external AI providers typically charge separately. That's normal, but it's something you want to understand early. One last point that matters more than most demos will tell you. AI Studio should never drive your ERP decision. ERP fit comes first. AI Studio adds value after the foundation is solid. The best way to evaluate it is not by asking, what can it do? But by asking, what is one repetitive workflow we want governed AI help with? Start there. Test it with real data. Decide where review matters. Measure the time saved. Then scale, only if the results are predictable. AI doesn't need to be flashy to be useful. For most SMBs, the win is simply this: AI help inside the system you already trust, with rules that make sense and controls you can stand behind. That's the promise behind Acumatica AI Studio. If Acumatica is on your shortlist, don't evaluate AI Studio by how impressive it sounds. Pick one repetitive workflow in your business and ask how governed AI would actually fit. That's where the real value, or limitation, becomes clear.